little longer than it appeared we would when we were first going into this storm, because it was delayed a little bit here in really cranking up. Probably the culprit in power outages, I would assume, would be the fact that the winds have been increasing. And right now it's a 32-mile-per-hour wind in Canton, there in Cherokee County, 36 Atlanta, 33 in Carrollton. This also blows around the snow, adding to potentially poor visibility issues out there. And this is the heavier band that we're still tracking. We'll see how this moves and shifts with time. There is that sort of zone over Cherokee into portions of North Fulton that aren't getting much of anything right now, but it's spreading over Cobb County and Northeast Georgia. You've had hours of ongoing snow with now things changing over toward Athens and Watkinsville as well. You can get a better sense for it here on the bigger picture of how far to the south this snow actually extends back to our west. And I want to show you this view because you can see sort of the two pieces of the puzzle we're working with here. Here's that low pressure winding up along the coast, and this disturbance is kind of coming around the bend, putting us right here in this zone where everything is kind of going according to plan, at least so far, with visibility down to about zero in Blairsville. It is not much better in Gainesville. These numbers will fluctuate throughout the day, as will the snow. So we're still going to hold steady on this forecast. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I know it's human nature to kind of focus in on the highest number on the map and assume that's what you're going to get in your neighborhood. It will vary a lot from one location to the next. So this is a dusting up to 2 inches of rain and roughly an inch or more right through the Atlanta area, with higher amounts to the east and especially to the northeast. So as we continue to track this, we've got some more updates coming your way in a few minutes. Ron and Elise.
More areas getting snow now. All right, Joanne, thank you so much. Now let's check the conditions there in Athens.
Yeah, which apparently things have changed since we last met up with.
Oh my, you've changed big time. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, I've been pretty bummed because I've been here live in Athens since 3:45 this morning, and for the last 7 hours, there has not been any such snow. Well, ask and you shall receive. The snow is finally coming down here on Broad Street in downtown Athens. I've got a shovel in my hand to give you a little bit of a visual for what we've got right now. We showed you just a little bit of the ice from earlier from last week. It is very, very thick right now as the snow is coming down, sort of blending together with that ice, but we're seeing a lot more cars kind of driving around. The icy conditions on the roads themselves aren't that bad, but as many folks here in the state know, right here in Athens, the University of Georgia, the streets can be tricky.
Above freezing temperatures rather, area wide, is not until Monday afternoon. Let's go through this right here. The combination of temperature and wind chill. It'll drop into the teens tonight in the Atlanta area, but we wake up around sunrise to numbers near zero, some sub-zero numbers, even farther south. Eatonton could have a 6-degree wind chill first thing in the morning. So naturally the question is, when do we really thaw out? Well, we do get an opportunity next week. Tomorrow, not so much, but we will have sunshine out tomorrow, and that's going to start to melt through things, knowing that these snow showers are going to taper off from west to east by late afternoon and early this evening. So even overnight tonight, the clouds are going to start to clear, which will leave us not only sunny for the second half of the weekend, but also Monday on Groundhog Day. Now notice, we're still below freezing to start that day, but we'll bounce back up to 48 in the afternoon. We've really lost sight of what is normal for temperatures this time of year. That would be mid-50s. We actually have that in our extended forecast. We'll get there for Tuesday and Wednesday, so that should mean we're warm enough for only rain with that next system for the middle of next week. Tom and Alex.
All right, Joanne, thanks so much. Before we leave you here,
we're going to continue to see this activity fester across the area as we go throughout the afternoon and into the early evening for some, especially out east. So if you have not gotten snow yet, and I know there's a section of DeKalb County that's waiting on some accumulation to actually occur there are some bands out to the west that could possibly slide over your neighborhoods before this is all said and done. We'll track that as we get deeper into the hour. Alex, Tom.
Okay, Jonathan, we will check back with you very soon. We appreciate you watching our entire area for us. We do want to focus on some live images now and get a sense of what things are really doing in real time. So let's turn things over to Newton County.
and that is where we find Christopher King. We've had a changing of the guard. Christopher, with our reporters, you are providing perspective from there. It doesn't look too bad where you're standing.
Well, Tom and Alex, I really want your assignment today. So far, it's just really cold out here, and so far so good. Take a look over here. This is 278 near Emory Street in Covington. Roads were clear on the way over here. We saw some steady but only light flurries so far. I was back in Atlanta. Traffic was live news.
Yeah, Christopher, we appreciate that. And just the realism, you know. We have been seeing not much in the more metro section, but when you look north of Metro Atlanta, there's been plenty of snow out there. Think Gwinnett County, Dahlonega. So I'm seeing some of you guys' comments on our Fox 5 Atlanta YouTube channel, and some of you guys are saying they're blowing it out of proportion. You just stay tuned, because we do have quite a bit of snow out there, just not where Christopher King was.
Let's get out to Rob DiRienzo. Maybe he has some snow for us. Live on 316 in Gwinnett County. Rob, how about that? Quite a different scene than what we just saw from Christopher King.
Yeah, guys, maybe I have some snow. It's blowing in my face. It's all over the place. And I thought the same thing as I was leaving Midtown a little while ago. Where's the snow that we were talking about? I drove up 85 a little bit, got here to Gwinnett County, and things got bad real quick. I want to take a step out of the way to show you the off-ramp. This is here along Route 316. You can see this is a
into Gwinnett County, Hall County. Whatever falls from the sky will likely land and continue to accumulate as we go through the remainder of the afternoon.
So, Jonathan, perhaps you touched on it and I didn't catch it, but when is all of this supposed to lift out of here and go away and the sunshine to return?
We're kind of in the wind down period now. I don't see so much upstream that I'm concerned about. There is still a window of opportunity for some flurries to fly. We're dealing with a massive area of low pressure that's feeding off moisture in the Atlantic. So basically it's pinwheeling moisture is having to send it inland. And as it gets into our neck of the woods, it's found that the air temperature is below freezing. And so what is falling from every layer of the atmosphere is something that's frozen, a frozen parcel, if you will, and it comes to the ground as snowfall. The issue is that we could continue to have random bouts of flurries and maybe even some steady snow showers over the next 2 to 3 hours. But as we get closer to the prime heating of the day, not that today is going to be warm or hot by any measure at all. In fact, we'll likely be below freezing all day long. That surface temperature has just warmed up a bit too much to sustain accumulation. Once again, you have road temperatures here in Atlanta going out to DeKalb County that are at 41 and 40 degrees respectively.
Wow. Okay, Jonathan, we appreciate that. We do want to change perspective here and take a look at what's going on in Gwinnett County, which has been one of the hardest hit areas. Every time we check in, it's like a big blanket of snow.
Yeah, we just saw Rob DiRienzo up in Gwinnett off 316 where it was like whiteout conditions. Let's take you to Annie Mapp, who joins us now with a look at conditions there. It looks like you're standing in kind of the same situation that Rob was, Annie.
Yeah, we're not too far from where Rob is. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to figure out, am I in Georgia? Am I somewhere up north? Am I in New York? This is just so strange to see. But we have seen a lot of those same conditions, a lot of white.
So as we go forward, this is the picture at 2 o'clock. I want to follow where we're seeing the deeper shades here. I will say there is an opportunity for another swath of moisture to come through, impacting those of you who are to the east of 575 there. Okay, so let's kind of make this distinction. Cherokee County, mainly east of 575, going up to 400. So that puts Alpharetta, Milton in conversation, along with Forsyth County, Withrow coming in the mix. Getting down into Peachtree Corners, Norcross, and Duluth. That's for southern and central Gwinnett County. And even those of you who are just to the north of Spaghetti Junction here in DeKalb County, I'm not sure if Decatur is going to actually get something. So Redan, Lithonia, getting down into the Tri-Cities, I'm not sure if that's possible. But as we move further to the east here along the I-85 corridor, as you get out to Barrow County, going up into Walton County, I think the opportunity once again, you're going to get another healthy swath, and that comes through around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Clark or Coney County is due for more of that action as well. Still not done by the 3 o'clock hour. Stick with us, and I'm going to walk you through the part of the forecast that takes you into the late afternoon and early evening.
All right, Jonathan, we'll check back in with you. Thanks. Let's get up to Blairsville, one of the areas that Jonathan Jonathan said, is still enduring a lot of this snow that's moving through the area.
Let's check in now with Denise Dillon, who is all bundled up. Good to see you, Denise.
I need to be bundled up. 7 layers at this point, and there may be more before the end of the day. Here in Union County, they are telling people to stay home. Grab a book, sit on the couch, have some coffee, have some hot chocolate, but just stay home. And here's why. If you take a look, there is a good amount of snow.